on the 2nd of August 2025, hundreds of people flocked to the town of Okehampton in Devon to attend a brand new model railway show. A show put together by a group of guys with no experience, no budget and no clue how they're going to pull it off. And it all began from one idea.
Guys, how about we do an exhibition?
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Are you absolutely insane? Do you know how much that's going to involve?
Yeah, I'll come.
It's about we get 5021 in Okehampton Station.
What we could do is get GWR to bring a castle set down and train everybody into the exhibition.
Do you think they'll allow us to bring a steamer up to Okehampton?
3 weeks later.
Guys, they've just announced the greatest gathering on the same weekend of our model railway exhibition.
What?
So that is pretty much how the exhibition was planned. But then reality kicked in. The big questions: where are we going to hold it? How are people going to come? Who's going to exhibit? And other questions to do with the whole logistics of it all. Some big questions. See, most exhibitions take place in big urban areas. Plymouth, Exeter, other places like that, whereas we are not in a big urban area. This is where we are right now. So as you can see, this is not really a big urban area. So while Okehampton has a tradition of supporting local events, I think we're going to be getting a lot of people coming from outside of the town. So I suppose the biggest question really is, where can we hold it? I mean, where we are right now, Okehampton Station, apparently had a little exhibition a few years back, but this isn't big enough for what we had planned. We need somewhere bigger, so we put a call out to the local community on Facebook asking for suggestions, and we got suggestions. We got pub function rooms, we got the community halls, church halls, possibly even some barns or industrial units. All good suggestions, but none of them are big enough for what we were looking for. So we did a lot of searching and we narrowed it down to a few places, and this. So when we're looking for a venue, there was quite a few things we needed to consider. Obviously there's the size of the place. We need to be able to fit layouts in, we need to fit traders in. They need the space to show their stuff and space for people to look around without being squeezed in. Accessibility. We don't want somewhere that's up loads of stairs and difficult for people to access. There's going to be a lot of people coming with mobility issues, so we needed that to take into consideration. And parking. I mean, we'd love for most people to come by train. It would be awesome. But the reality is most people will be coming by car. So we're going to be looking at somewhere with parking. A lot to ask in the middle of nowhere, right on the edge of Dartmoor. Where can we find somewhere like that? Well, this is the place we went with. So that's the venue sorted at least. They were up for it, which was great. So then we needed to think about the logistics of the show itself. So we needed to get tables for people to exhibit on, chairs as well, and the logistics of physically getting all that equipment and everything in the door and all at once. So it was quite a logistical challenge. took some thinking about. So much to think about. For example, where to promote, what posters and flyers are we going to need, who's going to design them, how many are we going to have to disseminate, and where can we give them out to? How much should we spend on that promotion? How much do we need to set the traders' fees at, and the entrance tickets? Then, of course, the announcement of the greatest gathering, which is the biggest railway event in decades at least. How many people can we realistically expect to turn up? And then what about catering? Who can we rely on to help out on the day? And where are we going to source these tables from? Well, the list felt endless. But then it happened. The requests started coming in from people and groups wanting to exhibit their layouts and show their work off to the public. And they're wanting to support the first ever model railway show in Okehampton. Traders wanting to attend and support and help out where they can, and it really felt like this now was going to happen. It was going to work.